You know, I've always wanted to host on Pixel Peak. You guys are the perfect audience to test out my new stand-up comedy routine I'm coming up with.
Ariana, I thought we agreed this time we were going to take it down with the stand-up comedy.
But I literally cut down an hour of material. I wrote down a whole list of jokes. Can I at least read the first one?
I mean, fine. Just get it over with, I guess.
What do you get when you cross Sonic the Hedgehog and Curious George?
What?
Too fast, too curious.
How many of these do you have?
We don't have to talk about it. I'm your host, Ariana Bennett.
And I'm your host, Jen Ball.
On to the headlines. The Super Mario Maker community celebrated incredible achievement as every single legitimate user-created level in the original game has been cleared. In March of 2021, the game has removed the ability for players to upload courses, leaving a limited number of levels left uncleared. This led a group of dedicated Mario Maker players under the banner of Team 0% to tackle the challenge of clearing the remaining levels before the game's server shut down on April 8, 2024. The final level, appropriately named The Last Dance, was cleared on March 15. Still, the celebration didn't kick off until a week later, because the actual last level remaining titled Trimming the Herbs was revealed by the level's creator to be uploaded through cheated means. Uploading a level requires the level's creator to beat it themselves, and since it was beating using tool-assisted speedrun techniques, or TAS, there was no way to validate if the level was possible by a human player. While some still attempt to clear the level through legitimate means before the server shut down, the community rests easy knowing that the game has finally been conquered. And their next mission, clearing every level in Super Mario Maker 2.
In 2023, Skydance announced a very interesting project, a World War II set Captain America and Black Panther game to be released at an undetermined time. Well, after a brief limbo, the first trailer has been released and fans are excited, to say the least. Essentially, no game details were explained except that there would be 4 playable characters: Captain America and Azuri, the original Black Panther, Howling Commandos member Gabriel Jones, and Nanali, the leader of the Wakandan spy network. Fans were left shocked when the trailer came out because of the use of Unreal Engine 5. The rendering of Carrie Payton's character of Black Panther looks like a real human and had even fans outside of the series excited. The only time frame for release is 2025, and I'm just praying it doesn't end up being a turn-based card game.
Phil Spencer, the Microsoft Gaming CEO, cannot seem to stop thinking about a handheld Xbox gaming console. Now, before you get your hopes up, this is still in conceptual discussion. In an interview with Polygon, Phil talked about how he is concerned about hardware versus software. What are the issues with other mobile gaming devices? And a big one is what we can do to create a device that would make people choose it over others. How do we make it feel like Xbox? As this new push of gaming consoles to make handheld devices unfolds, we'll do our best at Pixel Peak to keep you updated.
Star Wars. Before I get your hopes up, it's not good news. The old Battlefront games are legendary in gaming history. We even had a retro rewind of Battlefront 2 last season. When the news was dropped that the old Battlefront games would be remastered in a collection, fans rejoiced. Then the game came out. I'll tell you right now, it's unplayable. Like, actually awful. Sitting at a 5 out of 10 on Steam with over 6,000 reviews, you can safely say the fans hate it. The game had server capacity caps, not enough active servers, horrific game-breaking glitches, and essentially an unwillingness to run functionally on most PCs and consoles. News of a possible patch didn't even have fans excited because of this awful squandered opportunity. Look, it's $35 on Steam right now, so if the patch is worth it, then go enjoy, but I'll be spending my time and money on an actual finished game.
Super Mario Maker? You know what that reminds me of?
What does it remind you of?
Igloos.
How can it possibly remind you of igloos? Wait, is this a setup for another joke?
It's because they both require building. Just listen to this joke. What video games do they play in igloos?
What video game?
Snow Grand Theft Auto.
That doesn't even make sense. You put snow in front of Grand Theft Auto, it doesn't mean it's a joke.
Well, it's because they always have that ice on them.
Ariana, you just have to promise me one thing, that you will make no more jokes for the rest of the show.
Well, I thought it was funny. Up next is the Pixel Forecast with our Pixel meteorologist, Elena Jones.
Hey Pixels, it's Elena Jones, and I will be your Pixel meteorologist for this week's forecast. We will be taking a look at the most anticipated game releases for the months of April and May. But before we get started, I want to jump back into March quickly and talk about the huge 1.6 update for Stardew Valley. because nobody else did, and that's just sad. It is a hit with the cozy game community, and everyone is loving the 3 new festival and events, new crops, new farm layout, new NPC interaction outfits, and craftables. New house expansions as well. I mean, the list just goes on and on. But I am here to tell you, Pixels, about what to look out for in the next upcoming months. So let's take a look into April, shall we? On April 16th, Europa will be released by Nova Dust Entertainment for PC. Europa is a peaceful action-adventure indie game. And on April 23rd, both Eudine Chronicle 100 Heroes and Tales of Kenzura Zao will be released for console. But I'm personally excited about the Tales of Kenzura because the gameplay and the photos that I've seen, I know that this game is going to be just beautiful. Then, on April 26th, Stellar Blade will be released for PlayStation 5. This is a fast-paced action-adventure game developed by Shift Up and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. And wrapping up the month of April, a puzzle platform game called Braid, which was originally released in 2008, is releasing an anniversary edition on April 30th. Now, let's take a look into May. On May 2nd, Nintendo Switch is releasing an adventure simulator called Endless Ocean Luminos. All you Subnautica fans will probably enjoy this game. Prison Architect 2 got delayed from March 26th until May 7th. Homeworld 3 is the remastered sequel. Homeworld will be released for PC on May 13th. Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga will be released on May 21st for Xbox and PC. This game is the sequel to the award-winning Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. Senua returns in a brutal journey of survival through the myth and torment of Viking Iceland. Well, that's all that I have for this forecast. Bye!
I can't wait to play Stardew Valley with the new update. It's one of my favorite games.
Hey, I know I promised no more jokes, but I have a perfect one for this next game.
Are you being serious right now?
Just hear me out. What's a baseball player's least favorite Star Wars movie?
What?
The Empire Strikes Back?
Ariana, that has to be your last one, like, for real. Okay, moving on. For our next segment, it's the Retro Rewind on Star Wars Forces of Corruption.
Hello Pixels, I'm Sam, and welcome to Retro Rewind. Oh, that nostalgia hits. Star Wars, Empire War. A game that came out, oh my god, almost 20 years ago. That still has a pretty healthy player count. So why in the world are we still talking about this game all these years later? And can we please get a sequel? The Rebellion. Starting with basically a few dudes and 1 or 2 units of tanks, you slowly build up your fleet and army until eventually you're strong enough to take on the Empire. Most of the story missions are hit and oh crap, that's a big ship, get out. Using guerrilla tactics in space and ground battles. Oh yeah, battles. The game is divided into 3 different modes: space combat, ground combat, and the galaxy map. In space battles, you bring in your fleet of fighter squads, corvettes, frigates, and upwards to capital ships to beat the enemy. Some maps have turrets you can build and space stations to defend a planet. In ground battles, you bring in troops at designated landing points and must destroy the enemy and their buildings using infantry, tanks, speeders, etc., etc. You get to really see how ragtag the rebellion is. And by the end of the campaign, you brought together a myriad of peoples to face off against the Empire and bring peace and hope to the galaxy. The Empire is all about hunting down the rebels and getting rid of anything in the way of the Death Star's completion. Starting with just a few platoons of stormtroopers and some ATSTs, your army will grow with your hold of the galaxy. Each planet you conquer has a certain number of building slots where you can build barracks for infantry, factories for heavy, medium, and light vehicles, special buildings to train officers, or mines to generate credits. Each planet also has the ability to build a certain level of space station. With the higher the level, the larger the space station, the better ships it can produce. With your growing power across the galaxy, even the Emperor will be commanding you personally. culminating in a great march across the galaxy, planting rebel strongholds and using fear to bring the rebellion to heel.
Nowhere to run. Falling out of formation. Everyone has a price.
The Zahn Consortium, a group led by Tiber Zahn, a warlord attempting to grow his criminal empire through various immoral ways. Through corruption, you'll use a variety of means to spread your influence across the galaxy. Through any means necessary, you will grow and spread your influence in search of the greatest prize of all, credits. Taking a step back, the three factions all play somewhat differently. The rebels have some strong fighters and bombers, while the Empire focuses on larger ships. The Imperial Star Destroyer is a ship to be feared. While the campaigns have some fantastic moments, they are very linear. You complete a mission to unlock more of the galaxy, you conquer some planets to get to the next mission, etc., etc., etc. Your roster of units is pretty limited at the beginning, and it makes it feel like your army is incomplete. There are some moments that change this up, but this is the vast majority of the game. The real bread and butter of Empire War is galactic conquest. A true war that has each faction facing off in a variety of different scenarios that puts you in charge of conquering the galaxy. Now, these different game modes are fine and all, but these alone would not make such a timeless game. The community itself has kept this game alive and well, creating mods for a variety of different eras, factions, galactic conquest, and even different universes. Throughout Revenge takes a look at the Legends version of post-Endor Star Wars, with a variety of factions you can play as. Fall of the Republic, another mod made by the same team, focuses on the Clone Wars, and even an option to side with Mon Mothma and prevent Order 66 from being enacted, saving the Republic. The Empire War remake focuses on enhancing the original gameplay with new systems for combat, new graphics which look fantastic, and a new ground battle system. Okay, I'm running out of time, so I gotta speed this up. Knights of the Old Republic, the Yoden mod, Republic at War, the Clone Wars, Awakening of the Rebellion, Stargate, Halo, Phoenix Rising, Battlefront Commander, Ultimate Galactic Conquest. My point is, there's a lot, to the point where even with almost 500 hours in the game, I've not even come close to completing the amount of content that is on offer here. Star Wars Empire War Forces of Corruption is only $20 on Steam, and has been, and will be, a permanent addition to my games library.
Hey, Jenna, what's your favorite Star Wars movie?
See, I'm gonna make some.
Oh my god, Jackie's dead!
What? Let me see. Let me see that. This is just a poorly drawn stick figure.
No, it's a picture of Jack. Don't you recognize our own producer?
Is this another joke?
No, I'm method acting, so it's real.
Me. You need to introduce the next game.
For our live gameplay segment, we have For the King.
Hey Pixels, welcome back to Pixel Peak. For this live gameplay, I'm Kylie.
I'm Jack.
And I'm Jax.
For this live gameplay, we're playing For the King. So we're gonna start a new game and get into it.
For the King is a roguelike role-playing video game developed by Canadian game developer Iron Oak Games and published by Curve Games. It was released in February 2017 to early access on Steam, with the full release following in April 2018. It is a 3-player co-op where you go on a quest to find who is behind murdering the king and plunging the realm into chaos. The game can be quite long or very short depending on your teamwork. Players are given a life pool that when someone dies, it goes down. If you run out of lives, the game is over, and the save file is deleted. The same thing happens if all players die in combat together. Game over. The game functions as turn-based in both open world and in combat. Players can either travel together or split up. There are towns to shop and rest and all sorts of random encounters throughout the land. Let's see if these pixels are up to save the realm. For the King.
Do we want to do the normal one? Frost Adventure, Into the Deep, Dungeon Crawl, Hildebrand Cellar, or Gold Rush. They get harder as we go down, by the way.
Let's just should we just do For the King or should we
We
do?
do For the King.
Okay.
Yeah.
What difficulty do we want? Apprentice, Journeyman, Master. Are we wanting Apprentice?
Yeah. Unless you think we can do Journeyman.
I don't think we should do Journeyman. Not with you two.
Smash the like button down below. Should I move to that guy? Yeah.
You'll fight him by yourself.
Oh. Oh no. Do not do that then. Is that a bad guy?
You'll fight him by yourself.
Can I move like around that guy?
You can move there. Girl, what are you doing? You can't
I
go
don't
that far.
know. I don't know what it's
Oh,
doing.
it's doing your stick drift thing.
I don't know what that is.
Stick drift is when a controller is like a little bit broken.
If it does that, just push that in.
One of the joysticks kind of has a mind of its own.
Mm-hmm.
Typically like in one direction.
Please send money to this Venmo now to pay for Pixel Peak for new controllers. I don't know if that fixed it. You're gonna fight it by yourself.
Ambush it.
Failed.
Oh.
Now he gets to go first.
Ooh.
I took a lot of hit.
That's.
Oh my goodness.
That's not good.
That wasn't very nice of him.
I would smash.
The competition.
That's very forward, Jack.
Listen, I like bears.
What's taunt?
It means he's gonna hit you. You're gonna be like, haha, hit me, and he's going to.
Oh, I shouldn't. I guess. What does X mean?
Using that
It's the button that's telling you to press to do it.
I can't press A.
No. Oh, wait. So you see like above our names?
Mm-hmm.
That's like extra focus we have. So if we want to make the likelihood of
So I
us
see
getting...
to press A, not X.
Yeah, you can press one. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm close to getting it.
Ooh.
How do I heal? Do I not heal?
You can either buy an herb, or when you get to a town, you can go see the cleric or healer and heal
You
heal
loot
you
the
for
fallen
money.
corpse and find.
Oh, I got
Cool.
I got a sword.
No way.
It's a nice day. Me and you?
Yeah. Absolutely.
We're going ambush.
Mm-hmm. Am I supposed to hit anything?
I don't really know what you do.
Oh, okay.
That one's down.
Nice job. How do I?
It's still my turn.
Okay. Thank goodness.
Now it's your turn.
Oh no. Wait.
Well, don't do that.
Okay. This one?
Sure.
This one?
I would do that one.
That one?
Yeah.
Do I hit A?
Yes.
Oh, that.
That was awesome.
Yeah, Jax.
Oh.
Eat that. Oh no.
Oh.
7.
Now I have the lowest score.
Okay.
Okay.
Blast them.
That one?
Yeah.
I
You did so good.
Thanks.
We did it.
Oh my god.
Mine. Okay.
Let's go. Salty Jawbreaker?
It's up to you if you want it.
I don't know what that is.
Dude, just kill him.
I'm
Sneak.
doing that.
You got a 19% success rate right now.
Sneak.
You got 48% chance for failure.
Oh. Well, don't do that.
Sneaking means you just don't fight them at all. You just walk through them.
Oh.
I'm trying to get you XP for when we go into this cave right now.
Right.
Yeah. See, just murder this old lady right now. Why'd you do that one?
Oh.
More.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, guys.
We are so back.
Guys, I don't know if you can see. I got a black cat, which means 20 luck.
Yeah, what does luck do? Kylie, explain to our viewers.
I have no idea, but I got a cat. Whoa.
I'm in last place.
Equip.
Well, those in your pocket.
High five. Should I go to the gallows?
You can go to the gallows. We're all here. I hope we don't die.
That would be awful.
Jax could.
Faithless bandits preying on the weak. Your sentence is death, by methods of unpleasant.
Is Thundercroft here?
You missed most.
No.
But by methods are most.
Am I going first? Oh, cool. None of them have armor. That guy has 45 health. I'm gonna go for this enslaved soul first. Darn it. Dang it.
Oh man.
Oh.
Ow. Nice. You dodged it.
Let's go.
That one, yeah. Dude,
Okay.
nice.
Thanks.
Sweet.
Nice.
Oh no. No.
Oh.
Oh goodness. Death mark. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't remember.
You ate that. Oh, dodged.
Blast him.
Wait. That one?
E. No.
Why is that two?
No, hit big guy.
Oh, me?
No, sorry.
Oh, that was not it. That was really
Error.
embarrassing. Oh my gosh.
Not the healer.
Oh.
Oh, we need that.
Okay, I'm gonna let you hit the enslaved soul, even though it would just take it. I'm just gonna take it out.
Let's go.
If you wanna, you can do whichever one you want. If you wanna heal, if you wanna use that.
I do need to heal. Can I use this one?
Oh, I will use your god beard.
I don't know what that is.
It's an item.
I
Don't
remember
flee.
buying that. Can I do this one?
Sure. Ooh, who do you
What
want
did
to
I
speed
do?
up? Basically, it'll put like my turn next if you chose me.
Haste.
Me.
Oh.
Okay, Guile. Mess him up. Bruh. Bruh.
I didn't know.
This is what you get.
Oh no. No.
I died because you didn't kill him.
That was not on me.
Yeah, you left him at 1 health and I died.
I just had a flair for the dramatic.
The gallows
You
has
lost
been
a life.
sealed. Victory! You loot the fallen corpse and find.
Yay, lore. Collect the lore.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's
What
Do you
is
want
that?
to equip that?
I feel like I shouldn't, or should?
Death mark immunity.
Hey, Pixels.
I don't think we won.
I mean, you're in first place right now.
It's not about health. Who's first or last?
We're all winners
We're
here.
all winners. Because you want to know what the real prize is? Friendship.
The furul he made along the way. Thank you for watching this live gameplay segment on For the King. And the king is disappointed.
We couldn't do this without you, our viewers.
See you later,
Gamers.
We're so awkward.
Was that the worst? Should we do another one?
See you later, gamers.
Ariana? Oh my god, are you method acting right now? Ariana, we're filming right now.
All right, fine. I think Pixel Peak could be my next big step for a movie role. I'm looking for a role in the horror genre.
This is so not the time. You need to get up here right now.
No. I'm fine right here.
Fine, I guess I'll introduce the next game. Next up, we have the Indie Showcase on Inscription.
Hello Pixels, my name is Brendan Lopez, and on this Indie Showcase, I'll be talking about Inscription, a roguelike deck building game with way more than meets the eye. The game was released on October 19th, 2021 by Daniel Mullins, who's developed other notable titles like Pony Island and The Hex. You are a challenger, who finds themselves in a dark wooden cabin with a mysterious figure staring at you from the darkness. The figure remarks how long it's been since he's last had a challenger to play against, and proceeds to teach you how the game is played. Inscription's core gameplay is head-to-head battles, using cards with creatures inscribed upon them. To place cards onto the table, sacrifices must be made. Cards have a blood cost you pay for by sacrificing the cards placed on your side of the table, and once a card is sacrificed, it disappears for the rest of the battle, but not from your deck entirely. At the start of every turn, you can draw either a random card from your deck, or a squirrel that costs nothing to place and acts as a sacrifice card. When you've made your moves, you ring the bell to initiate the combat phase. Cards have their own attack and health stats and attack the space in front of them. If a card attacks the space, the damage it deals gets added to the scale in the form of gold teeth, and once either side reaches 5 damage, the battle ends. Watching the scale tip back and forth makes every battle feel like an intense game of tug of war, adding a sense of thrilling pressure and encouraging thoughtful decision making. Outside of battles, you navigate unique game maps created by the mysterious figure, with several branching paths to various events. Some events let you obtain cards for your deck, buff your cards, acquire items to use in battles, or add sigils, which are additional effects that can drastically change the way a card functions, of which there are a multitude of. So much of what makes Inscription amazing is how many layers it adds to its core gameplay. Through your first couple runs of the game, you're steadily taught new mechanics, like obtaining bones from your perished creatures to place bone cost cards, and introduced to events in the game map with their unique effects and interesting characters. The core of the game always remains consistent with each new layer, while providing a fresh amount of variety that changes how you think about and play the game. It's like adding meat to the game's bones. A lot of meat. Because the game is roguelike in nature, most of the fun comes from experimentation. Figuring out what certain cards and sigils do comes naturally to you as you play, and using that knowledge paves the way for the most creative or overpowered strategies imaginable. And I do mean overpowered, because one specific sigil or one duo of cards can either guarantee you the win on your first turn, or flat out make any card playable the moment you draw it, and exploiting these strategies isn't very hard to do.
Granted, this isn't necessarily a flaw of the game, since this section of the game is mostly designed this way to allow easier progress.
Each run randomly generates the game map, so not only will you not have the same events in the same order, but you also won't have the same deck as you once had, encouraging you to explore different avenues of strategies for each new run. Speaking of exploring, at any point when you're not in the battles, you can walk around the cabin and interact with the objects and puzzles scattered about. Solving the puzzles grants new cards for you to try out, and items that carry over for future runs, like a clover that lets you shuffle the cards you choose during events. The puzzles are also part of how you progress through the game's story, but more on that later. Each game map has a boss at the end, who, like every other character in the game, is cleverly portrayed by the figure with a unique wooden mask, speaking in the manner of the character he's portraying. There's the crazed and gold-obsessed prospector, who could be a relative of our very own Yosef, the hulking fisherman known as the Angler, and a duo of merchants called the Trapper and the Trader. The figure sees his bosses as a test of skill, and to make that apparent, each boss has 2 phases, and you're automatically brought down to 1 life at the start of the battle. Should you manage to overcome any of the figure's subordinates, you're rewarded with the choice of a rare card to add to your deck, many of which have unique special properties. Running out of lives in regular and boss battles results in you being taken to the figure's back room. He allows you to make a death card by taking the cost, stats, and sigils from the cards in your deck, which can appear in future runs. He then inscribes you into the card of his camera, adding you to his cringe compilation and starting a new run. One of the things I love about Inscription is how everything contributes to the game's intriguing, dark, and eerie presentation. And it's not just sacrificing the cards and being stared at from a distance. It's more than that. Events on the game map have dark tones that leave you feeling disturbed or uncomfortable, like with the mycologist, who performs a gruesome experiment to combine 2 identical cards into one stitched up amalgamation. Items in battles are often used in desperation, and how they're used reflects this feeling, like using pliers to pull out your tooth to add a singular point to the scale. Events on the game map are made all the more immersive as they're narrated to you by the mysterious figure in amazing detail, like a DM in Dungeons & Dragons. This amazing sense of anxiousness and intrigue is unlike any other game I've played before, and this feeling is what carried me through the entire game and its incredibly mysterious story. Oh yeah, the story. After your first tutorial battle, you find that one of the cards in your hand, the Stoat, can talk to you. When you first meet him, he's, well, kind of a jerk, but he alludes to the mysterious figure being pure evil. The Stoat encourages you to help him defeat the mysterious figure, and recover the other talking cards that are trapped in the cabin. When you do come across the talking cards by solving the cabin's puzzles, they'll exchange their thoughts about the predicament they're in, and their apparent feud with the figure. They don't let on too much in these brief interactions, but you can't help but wonder who these characters are, and more importantly, what happened to get things to where they are. But things only get more mysterious as you inch closer and closer to the act's final confrontation, where you finally come face to face with the mysterious figure. Leshy. Leshy's final boss consists of 3 phases. First, combining the mechanics of the previous bosses, then pitting your death cards against you alongside those that came before you, and in an act of what I can only describe as pure desperation, uses his camera to inscribe the entire moon onto a card. Aside from the implications that the Earth would slowly be plunged into darkness as a result of this action, that's pretty badass. When you triumph over Leshy for the first time, you get a glimpse at a pretty interesting development in the story.
Oh my, I think I just beat him! Oh.
Through a set of FMV clips, you find that the player character is actually a fictional content creator named Luke Carter, aka the Lucky Carter. This set of clips chronicled the events of Luke discovering the game, after finding coordinates written on a card during a pack opening video, and the start of him documenting his findings. There are a few sets of clips that you come across as part of the game's progression, and I find them to be a nice lore treat that mixes well into the game's layers of variety. But that's not the end of the game, because beating Leshy normally sends you to the start of a new run. So where do you go from here? Solving the aforementioned puzzles and getting all the talking cards, of course. And your reward for doing so is so absolutely shocking that... Hi Pixels. Unfortunately, I need to stop the showcase here, but it's not just because I'm out of time. I truly believe that Inscription is a game that is far more enjoyable the less you know about it going in, which means I had to limit myself to talking only about the game's first act. As much as I would love to talk about what comes after this, including the build-up of the narrative and how many layers the game adds to its already existing formula, I think you should experience it for yourself. So before I go, please consider buying the game and giving it a shot, or at the very least, watch a playthrough of it on YouTube. Trust me, you're not going to regret it. With that, I've been Brandon Lopez, and I'd like to thank you for watching this episode's Indie Showcase. Oh yeah, and if you do end up playing the game, try to avoid the...
Thanks so much for coming out to my show tonight, guys. You've been such a great audience.
Ariana, this isn't your show. This is Pixel Peak. Plus, we're the only people in the room, so...
Looks like we've got a heckler in the room. Let's see if you can do any better.
Hey, you want a real joke? Like, I'll give you a real joke. What game do you play after eating Taco Bell?
What?
Fart night.
Oh my god. Maybe we can have a duo comedy stand-up show.
No, Ariana, I'm going home after this. This is over now. I'm leaving.
See you.
See you later, gamers.